Hello everyone and welcome to the roundup for Super Bowl 58. Will Christian McCaffrey win MVP? We've got a couple of secret hidden gems that you need to know about and of course some novelty prop bets along with Underdog Plays, so let's get into it in the roundup. Can Christian McCaffrey actually win MVP? Who is going to be the biggest threat on the Kansas City Chiefs? Let's break down Super Bowl 58. It feels like the 49ers and the Chiefs have really switched places from the last time that we saw these two face off in a Super Bowl, which was in 2020. The Kansas City Chiefs won 31-20 and they had an explosive offense. They had Tyreek Hill with them as well. The San Francisco 49ers, though, they had the number 2 defense going into that game. So what's the difference to now with Super Bowl 58? Well, when we look at the San Francisco 49ers, they have Christian McCaffrey for one. They also have Brock Purdy on offense. They also have Brandon Ayuk. This offense ranks number 1 in DVOA right now. The Kansas City Chiefs rank number 8, but they rank 24th in explosive pass rate. The one thing with both of these teams, though, is that they are susceptible against the run. They have not done very well. When we look at the 49ers, they have given up over the last 2 playoff games 158 rushing yards, which is probably something you don't want to do when you're looking at Isaiah Pacheco right in front of you. But even on the Chiefs side, they have been also susceptible to the run, namely zone runs, which is something that the 49ers specialize in. And yeah, they've got Christian McCaffrey with them as well. So when you look at both of these teams, I think a key to this game is going to be look at how they establish themselves against the run, what they're going to do there. And I really do think that if the 49ers are expected to pass and win, that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win this game. The 49ers need to come out hot. They need to not be playing from behind. They need to play with a lead in this game. And the one other thing is that Kansas City has really put it together. I think that I am completely done fading Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, fading Patrick Mahomes in Super Bowls. It just doesn't work. Travis Kelce has come on hot over these last few games. They have Rashee Rice, who's been stepping up, and of course, like we've been talking about, Isaiah Pacheco. So the one thing to watch here, there's a lot of things to watch out for, but I am really curious how they're going to do against Christian McCaffrey, how they're going to do against Pacheco, and what these two teams are going to come out looking like. Please do not click out of this video after I tell you the name of our hidden gem for Super Bowl 58 because it may surprise you. Yes, we are about to talk about Marquez Valdez-Scantling as a hidden gem for this weekend. Mind you, this is for DFS purposes and for Underdog Pick 'em Play purposes. So anything outside of that, we're just keeping it down a little bit. But MVS, I understand he has had some horrible drops, and sometimes it's just not clutch when needed in clutch situations. But Peter Overzet did write this out. We're on the Board Pro 75 here. The things are trending in a positive direction for him. When you look, he had 2 catches for 30+ yards going up against the Bills, and then he had 1 catch for 30+ against the Ravens. So if we believe that he could be someone that could differentiate your DFS lineups, then that's something that you want to sprinkle in. And I think MVS is a really good call out for that. He's got a 19.38 ADOT over the last 3 weeks, which indicates that he is more of a boom bust player. And the thing here is his receiving line is set at 19.5 yards. I don't think we want to touch that, but one of our favorite bets in the Fantasy Life Bet Tracker, which you can go and check out at fantasylife.com, is for his longest reception to be over 12.5 yards. I think it's a great call out because he has hit that number in 10 games during this season and twice in the playoffs, mind you. So I think that's a great call here. But for MVS as a hidden gem, again, you don't want to play his higher than 19 receiving yards straight up, like Peter Overzet said, but very interested in sprinkling him in DraftKings showdown lineups where he can return bigger rewards. You know that everyone is going to be trying to play Christian McCaffrey. They're going to be trying to play Rashee Rice. You need to get a little bit of a different lineup so that you could potentially get more money. So I really like the call out there. I also, like I said, like maybe taking some alternate receiving lines. You can go check out some of our favorite bets with him at fantasylife.com, but MVS, a hidden gem for this weekend. Are we really going to be betting on the national anthem length, the color of the Gatorade, and if it's going to be heads or tails on the coin flip? Of course we are. Let's get into our best novelty prop bets and our favorite underdog pick'em plays. For people that don't like betting on novelty props, first of all, do you not like fun? Let's go through some of our favorites for Super Bowl 58. Let's start with the national anthem length. It is set at 90.5. It is one of the lowest that we've seen. Reba McEntire is going to be singing this song, and you know what? We're gonna go with this one. I like the over. I like the over 90.5 because why not? Reba McEntire is going to take her time. It's the Super Bowl. I mean, just live in the moment, Reba. Let's see you go over that number right there. Next up, Gatorade color. I know purple has been really popular in the past. I know orange has been popular in the past as well. Some are thinking maybe it's going to be red and pink. Close to Valentine's Day, you want to throw the Taylor Swift kind of thing in there? No, we're going to be going with orange. Plus 350 for that one. I don't know, I just like it. It feels a little bit chalky, but purple is the odds-on favorite to be the color. I want to go plus 350 with orange. I think it's a good one. And then last but certainly not least, we've got Usher performing at the halftime show. What is his first song going to be? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know some of the songs on there. I've been doing my research, I've been trying, but I want to go with a long shot. And we need an upbeat, up-tempo song that gets the people going. You know what we're gonna go with? We're gonna go with DJ's Got Us Falling in Love. That's plus 1100. So I know, like I said, a long shot, but I think that's a fun one to start off with. Very upbeat, very good for a halftime show. So there you go. Here are some novelty props for you. Now let's go through some of our favorite underdog plays. Now let's go through our favorite underdog pick'em plays for this weekend. As always, just have to remind you, make sure you use promo code LIFE because Underdog will match your first deposit of up to $100 when you do that. I want to highlight right now Isaiah Pacheco. I like the higher on his 69.5 rushing yards in this game because we've already talked about it. The Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers are not very good against the run, so I want to play this with Isaiah Pacheco. As you can see here, our Fantasy Life projection has him at 75.1 yards for this game. And we can even look back. I mean, we can see what happened when Aaron Jones went against them. 6 yards per carry in the divisional round. We can also see the same kind of thing with David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. Averaged 5.11 yards per carry last week against them, a couple weeks ago against them. So I think Pacheco is a really good play. I know that some might be thinking, oh, Jerick McKinnon, what if he gets in there? I don't think he is going to do anything to Isaiah Pacheco's workload. I think Isaiah Pacheco is going to have a big game. He's going to need to have a big game as well. I think the Chiefs are going to rely on him a lot in this one. So again, I like Isaiah Pacheco higher than 69.5 rushing yards. All right, that was the roundup for Super Bowl 58. As always, make sure you go to fantasylife.com, go and subscribe to our newsletter, and make sure you go check out our free bet tracker. We have 30 plus bets for Super Bowl 58 all loaded up for you guys. So make sure you go and check it out. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy the Super Bowl, and we'll see you next time.